Okay guys, so another package has arrived from Frozen CPU. This is about a month later since I got my first batch of parts from them. And this time I have a reservoir and a CPU water block. I'm going to get my invoice out of here before we do too much zooming in, because I don't want you guys to see any addresses or credit cards or anything. We'll toss that paper off. And we've got our water block and our reservoir. And just a bunch of paper packing. So, I guess first off, we'll start with the reservoir. I got a... Here, I'll just hold it up. It's the Bitspower 250 milliliter res. It's fully clear, so the tube is completely just clear, and the end caps are also clear as opposed to black acrylic like they more normally would be. So we're gonna pop open the bottom here. Actually, I'm not sure how this package goes, but I'm just gonna say that's the bottom. And we've got our tube wrapped in foam, as well as some various stuff here in the bottom. Just a little instruction booklet, a screw pack, which is used for these two mounts here. So you can use these to, you just screw them into your case somehow, depending on how you're going to do it. And then you clip the reservoir right in here, and you just tighten this around it. And of course, these are going to be removable somehow. I'll just have to, oh, okay. So you just pop them on, and then to get them off, I guess you can just slide them sideways a little bit, and they come off. So you get two of those. You might not need to use them depending on how you're mounting this reservoir. So you'll just have to see in your own application. And then out of that foam wrap, we've got our completely clear tube. As you can see, the tube is see-through, and the end caps are frosted clear acrylic. You can screw off your end caps, so of course when you use one of these you're going to want to make sure that they're on completely so that you don't end up with any leaks because of the end caps not being tight. So just be sure to, check both ends of this. And also what it means is if you can find a place to order another one of this with the 3 ports, then you could have 3 ports on both sides, and that's what I might actually end up doing. So as you can see with this, you get one cap and then one LED cap, which is just another plug, but it's clear, so you can put an LED in that hole and it'll light up the res a little bit. I'm personally not going to use that. And in here, and you can better see it right there, you get a little tube, and that's so that if you've got like water coming up and out, it doesn't just loop right through, so it'll blow it up, and then you'll get some fresher water going out, and it'll blow the return just kind of up into the res. So that's the reservoir. And then for my water block, for my CPU, I chose the EK Supremacy. This one is the, I forget exactly what their names are, but it's got the clear acrylic on it, and it's got a nickel base, so I think they just call that the nickel on their website. This has their CSQ designing on it, which I hated at first. It was absolutely terrible. And then the more I looked at it, it's just kind of unique, and it looks nice to me now, which is actually what I've heard a lot of different people say. So here I'll take a look at all these parts first. You've got all your mounting hardware for the various platforms, as well as you've got some different pressure plates that go inside the water block depending on what CPU you're using. So you can change those out to change the water flow depending on what CPU you're using, and it will optimize it for the heat profile of the CPU. This, I believe, is an AMD mounting bracket that you can put on the block if you're using an AMD CPU. We'll pop this on open. We've got our block and a little tube of, I guess, gelid thermal compound. I've personally got my own preference for Arctic MX4, but if you want to use that, I'm sure it's more than fine because included with such a high quality water block, it's probably good compound. But this is the block I ordered. Well, here we might as well crack it open. So there's a little sticker on here, and so you can see that it's a nice shiny nickel underneath. But you leave this sticker on here until you're ready to install the block, so it keeps it nice and clean for installation. And on the top here, we've got a frosted see-through acrylic. So you can mount LEDs in this block right here on the side, and they'll shine in and they'll light it up, as well as if you're using like UV reactive coolant or even just colored coolant and it's in here, you can see it flowing around in the block. So this is going to go on the CPU, of course, because it's a CPU water block, and then that res is going to be just to hold the coolant. So anyways, I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm planning with this water cooling build. And if you're enjoying these videos so far, please feel free to click the like button and leave me a comment. If you want to see more of my videos, please click subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.